Well, I wanted to welcome you all to Chem 1034 in the summer. There's a couple of reasons why I have this video, and number one is to make sure you know that there's a person behind that computer screen, that I'm available to help when I can, and we'll talk about some of the ways I can do that. Just remember that I'm a real person. You can talk to me, you can email me, and get some help if you need it. I also want to go over the syllabus a little bit and talk about how this course is going to run, what's going to be required of you, and so forth. So let's do it real quickly and see if we can get this done um, uh, in quick time. Um, this is Chem 1034, Gen Ed, or some of you require this particular course for your major. Um, you should know about that. Um, uh, Now, if you remember, if you ever had a summer course before, you know that it's about, if you meet in person, you meet for 2 hours and 15 minutes for a lecture, followed by 3 hours of lab. That's almost 6 hours, 2.5, 6 hours. Uh, what I've tried to do is I've tried to make sure the videos that I'm going to give you to watch for your lecture are under 90 minutes a day. So it could be anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. Lab, you might have 2, 3 labs a week. Some of them are fairly short. Some of them are only 15 minutes. Others might be 30 or so minutes. But I'll try to make sure you have less than an hour and a half of lab each day. Maybe 0 each day. So that'd be just the maximum. Now, that's about 6 hours, let's say, uh, of your day. But then there's also homework. And some of the homework for a particular day you might spend 30 minutes, you might spend 3 hours, depending on how efficient you are. So I just want you to keep that in mind, that this does require some commitment. And if there is an excess number, like 3 hours of homework that I see is happening, I might be able to extend the due date a little bit for you to do the homework. But even so, if you spent 3 hours in homework and 6 hours with the other, that's 9 hours. You sleep for 17, and you have 7 more hours left of supposedly free time, but maybe some studying, hopefully, as you prepare for the exams at the end of the week. So those are just kind of worst case scenarios that could happen, that might happen here or there. What's going to happen is each day, we're going to start next Tuesday, and each day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, each day you're going to have some videos to watch, and after each video, there will be a set of homework. And it'd be best to watch the video and then do that homework for that homework set, so that the information's still fresh in your mind. And then you can go on to another video, watch it, and then do the homework set for it, and so forth. Now, these videos for a lecture are going to be somewhat, some are 30 minutes, but some are 15, 20 minutes or so. And so they're not excessively long. So you'll do that process every day. You'll have videos, watch the video, do the homework, watch a video, do the homework, watch a video, do the homework for each day, and do that throughout the week for each of the class days. So next week it'll just be 3 days, and then and during that week there'll also be some labs that could take 30 to an hour and a half that day. And so and usually those labs will be best done towards the end of the week, after you've covered the material that's related to it, and that'd be good. And then at the very end of the week, You'll have class next week. You'll have class on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll get material, we'll do some stuff, and then you'll have Friday and Saturday and most of Sunday. I'm hoping for you to finish up any labs or kind of review the material and study, and then you get into uh, Sunday, and I'm hoping to give an exam on this next Sunday evening, a week from tomorrow. I'm doing this on Saturday, but on that'll be what is it? That's June. I'm not sure what day it is, but Sunday after late Memorial Day, and you'll have your first exam. And so every week we'll have an exam like Sunday evening. And what I'm going to plan on doing is setting up a time of maybe from 7 to 10 or 8 to 11. And you could just start anytime during that time span. You start, you get 60 minutes, and that's it for each exam, right? But you can start anytime within that time period. But once you start, the clock's ticking. So you're not going to have a whole lot of time to run around, look for answers, or um, I'm hoping I don't have to use video cameras to watch you all. Um, but we'll see. And yeah, so that's the plan. All right. Okay, so okay, let's go and look at the syllabus. And I think I got it straightened out. I could share the proper screen with you. Let's share the screen, and you should see the syllabus for this class. You can see that my name, my office, and remember that this office, I'll be in my office quite often in the mornings, um, and so and maybe even the afternoons on occasion. It's going to be come and go. Sometimes yes, I'll be here. Sometimes I won't. So if you ever want to come visit with me in person, you can just let me know, and I'll try to be there at some particular time. Okay. Uh, but if you're on campus, you're just wandering by and you stop by and I'm there, that's great. All right. Phone number, but I wouldn't call me. Um, I don't check that phone number very often. I do occasionally, but I'll check my emails much more often, and I'll try to do that periodically throughout the day, each day. All right, if you have questions. Okay, the syllabus has a bunch of information right in here about the course, what it's for, what we're going to cover. And then we have a bunch of these learning outcomes which are required for assessment. Let's just get by those. You look at those at your own leisure if you really want to. Okay. I'm sure this is what you want to hear about first. Required materials. We do have a textbook. And if you go to the Ready bookstore and look, you'll find that it's suggested, but not required. Textbook is awfully useful. Now, the main reason I might suggest not getting the textbook is if you have finance issues, because what we're going to find is the online homework system is going to cost you about 40 some dollars. And the Lapster Online Laboratory, I'm sorry to say, I did not pick this one, but I'm sorry to say, but it's going to cost about $99. So if you decide not to get the textbook, I would understand completely, because the rest is quite expensive. If you do decide to get it, you can get the fifth. If you already have the fourth edition, that's fine. If you can buy a cheaper version, that'd be great. Either fifth or fourth edition. You can rent it from the bookstore or from Amazon. You can actually purchase it as an online text if you really want it that way. But it's going to cost you a little bit of money, extra money. I will supply you with a link to a free online textbook that won't be exactly follow what we're going to do, but it'll cover everything. And so you can go to that book as long as you're on a certain topic and you go to the table of contents. Oh, here's a topic, and you go there, you can get some help. Okay. So I'm going to provide that. This is OpenStax textbook. It's a group that provides puts these books together and provides them free. It takes donations if anybody wants to give a donation. You don't need to. But I might even put the link in the syllabus here, but I'll definitely send you the link. You can download a PDF form of the book, or you can there might be an app that you can download that allows you to, as long as you have connection, you can go and pull down information onto your cell phone or wherever. Okay. All right. So that's the textbook. There's this active chemistry online homework system, and you're going to have this. This is worth about almost 15% of your grade, the homework. As is the lab. The lab's worth 15% of your grade. So these two are going to be 30% of your grade almost. So if you don't do them, if you don't purchase these and do them, your grade is going to be hit hard. Okay. If you don't get the labster, that's 15% of your grade you won't get. So you're starting at 85 maximum grade. You have to do everything perfectly, everything else perfectly to get an 85. Okay. So number 2, number 3 there, I'd really get those. So you get those points. Active chemistry, there's going to be an access code you have to purchase. You can go to the bookstore to get it. Or when you log in the first time to active chemistry, it'll automatically ask you for a code. If you don't have a code, it'll give you an option to purchase it with a credit card. So if you're not on campus and you need to get one of these codes for access, you could call the bookstore, talk to them. They might be able to give it to you over the phone or email it to you. Okay. All right. So now, active chemistry is a homework system. It's only accessible from Canvas. Remember, we're going to use Canvas as our main way to communicate and for me to give you information. And so it has to be done through the links that will be found in Canvas. There's one link that you'll use to get you directly to active chemistry. All right. A Labster online laboratory. It is summer. We have to have a lab still, and it's online, so it has to be an online lab. And so you'll need to purchase this, and they'll have from this here. You can purchase a voucher code that gets you into Labster, and you can again contact the bookstore to get that, or I'm not sure, but there might be you might be able to, I think they said you have to go through the bookstore. I think that's what I was told. So again, you can either stop by the bookstore and get it, or you'll have to call them and ask for how to get it. Hopefully they can just email it to you, the code. All right. All right, let's see what else. Okay, you also need a non-programmable calculator. Well, I don't really care so much about non-programmable, but you need a scientific calculator. You need one that does logs. You need one that uses scientific notation. You just can't use a plus minus multiply divide calculator. That's not going to work for you. You need a scientific one. If you don't have one, this is the cheapest thing you'll need. It'll be about $10 at Walmart. Okay. Also Canvas, we talked about Canvas a little bit. And Canvas is going to be the site where we run our course from. And so if you haven't used Canvas, you just go to the website, Henderson's website, link is given here. And then on the upper right, there'll be a link for Canvas. And you'll use your Henderson login information to log into Canvas. Okay. It'll contain announcements that I might give, notes. Um, the syllabus will be there. I'll give you the slides. You can download the slides if you want to, or you can just look at them from Canvas. The homework link will be there. And I'm hoping that there'll be another link that's outside of Canvas. But I might be able to place that link within Canvas for you to easily get to the labs. Okay. All right. And there could be other information there, helps. I might put some videos out. If you have a problem with a certain area, a certain calculation, I might try to put together an example or two where I walk you through those types of things. So there could be other videos as well. All right, some other important data, information, dates. Oops, wrong way. Last day to change to different course. Hopefully you don't, but May 31st, 2023. Last day to drop, June 6th. That's for a single course. But if you withdraw from all your courses, it'll be June 28th, a little later. And if you're only taking one course, then this is what you could use. I wouldn't recommend taking more than chemistry in the summer during the first summer session. Take more than that. I already told you all the homework and labs and things like that you need to be doing. It just takes a lot of time. So only one course is what I'd recommend. I can't force you not to take another class in the first summer session, but I wouldn't if I were you. Grading. The grading scale is 90% or above, A, and so forth. You can see it all. There will be actually five big total exams. Four of them will be regular exams at the end of on the Sunday at the end of each week. And then there'll be a final exam that'll be comprehensive, and it'll be worth the same amount. Each exam is about 100 points. It'll be a total of 500 points. And that's about 14.28% of your grade for each exam. And so this will be the total percentage due to exams, which would be 71.4%. Okay. Homework is worth, I'm not sure how many points it'll be. There might be 250 points. But what I'll do is I'll calculate a percentage out of 100. So if you get 95% of the homework points, then you'd have a 95%. And that's also going to be worth 14.29% of your grade. And the labs will be also worth 100 points. So the homework and the lab are both equal to an exam grade. Okay. All right. That'll be out of a total of 100 points of everything, 100 points for homework and lab. There'll be some multiple choice questions on the test. There'll be problems where you have to do a calculation and give me an answer. There could be some short answer questions where I ask, well, how would you describe hydrogen bonding? Yeah, something like that. Make sure you understand a few of the more important concepts that we might talk about. If you find that Sunday evening is not good for you, you're going to have to let me know and talk to me, and we'll try to figure something out. All right. If you do email me, make sure you put CHM1034 first thing in your subject line. That way I know that that's from somebody in the class and that I need to get to that and deal with it. Okay, and answer the email. All right, just some academic etiquette, nothing too big here. You're responsible for your work and getting it done on time. You need to make sure you check your email. Don't just check it once a day. Check it periodically. Just make sure I haven't sent something out that reminds you of something, or make a correction, or maybe the homework uses some terminology that's not what I use, and I might need to clarify that for you. If you see anything like that, make sure you contact me and I'll try to get to it. All right, so check your email, and of course, cheating is not good. Oh, if you have disabilities, make sure you go, you contact the Disability Resource Center at Henderson, and they should be able to give me a letter telling me that I should give you a little more time, or you need a quiet, distracted time to do your exam. I'm going to assume that you can find a room in your house where you can be, you're not distracted. But if you need more time, I think I can deal with that if that's something that you uh, get based on some disability. All right. But you'll need to talk to them. They'll need to let me know. Here's just an idea of what we're going to be schedule. Next week, 30th, 31st, and the 1st, we'll cover chapter 1 and half of chapter 2. And then we'll have an exam on that Sunday. The next week, we'll cover chapter 2, chapter 3, which is pretty short, and then all of chapter 4. And that will be on the second exam. And you can see, uh, I think probably what's going to happen here is that, can I change this? This is going to be 8. And I think this is what's going to happen. I'm not totally sure here. And I was thinking that this is what's going to happen here for the last few weeks. And you'll notice that the very last week, we're going to cover chapter 9, which I'm going to move down here. And we'll have a couple days to talk about chapter 9, and then they'll have a day for review or study, or maybe I can have some help sessions. And then on the 29th, sometime on the 29th, time to be determined, we'll have our final exam. All right. So that's going to be the schedule. And then, of course, I reserve the right to change things. All right. Okay. So that's your syllabus. You'll have access to this on Monday evening after 7 p.m. That's when Canvas will become available for the first time. And let's go to Canvas real quickly, just so I can show you basically what's there. Where's Canvas? For some reason, I can't find it. Interesting. That's YouTube. Oh, maybe that's what I need. Oh, here we go. All right. So here's what you're going to get in Canvas in case you're unfamiliar with it. Um, there should be an announcement of when things are due. I see more here than you'll see. You only see things when they're published, and I just have everything. Don't look at mine too closely. It'll seem overwhelming. But this is just the home page, and it will give you some things. It'll tell you when something's due. Modules is where you go most of the time, and this is where you'll see things like you'll have the syllabus and other maybe extra things I might put in here if I need to share some extra information. Here's where active chemistry will be accessed from. So when you first use active chemistry, you'll click on this link. It'll take you to the website within Canvas, and you'll be able to set up your account, and get added to that course. You might need my course ID for that. No, maybe you won't. I don't think you'll need my course ID. You'll know it. It'll take you directly to my course. Down here, there's just some instructions. You might want to look through that first before you go through the process of getting online. Then I'll tell you what you need to do. And then you'll have, for exam 1, there'll be materials. And down through here will be the videos. And notice that for the first video, there's no homework, but the second video right here, I listed that you want to do homework 1.2. And so you'll go back up here after watching that video, you'll come back up here and click on this, go to active chemistry and do that homework set. Okay. And then you'll walk through these. I think video 1, I might put some dates in here. Video 1, 2, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 will be for the first day. 4, 5, 4, 5. I can't remember what it'll be for the second day. So you won't have to do all these in one day. Okay. And there's assignments, and this is where you won't see, you won't have to do anything here with active homework for exam 1. As soon as I publish a homework, it will automatically put a homework in here. I need a homework listed in here so that it goes into your grade book. Okay. So you won't have to use this to do homework. And then you won't have to use this. Well, I'm not totally sure, but you probably won't have to use this for exams either. Okay. I think these exams will just pop up when I publish them for you. And you'll go to active chemistry. We're going to do our exams on active chemistry. But the labs, I think you will have to click on these labs, because I'll just make each of these. I'll tell you what it's called. I haven't decided on all of them yet, but you'll click on this. Hopefully this will be the link that'll get you to Labster, and then you'll pick out that particular lab that you need to do. Lab number 1 is what I'll call it. I'll have some title for it. Okay. And then you can check your grade. You'll go here. I won't show you this when there's actually grades, because you can't see other people's. But if you go here, you'll just see your own name and your own grades. And you won't see a lot of this. Okay. All right. So that's what I have. Hopefully this isn't too long. But I'll give you some idea what we're going to be doing starting Monday. Okay. So hopefully, I'm sorry, starting Tuesday. Hopefully Monday you get a chance to kind of just jump in and take a look at everything and see what's there. And then Monday we can get started right from the beginning. All right. Okay. We'll stop right there. And I'll see you Monday or Tuesday.